Tonight at 10, with the election just weeks away, our Haley Lanham had the chance to talk to the 3 Vienna mayoral candidates.
As the November 5th election is just a few weeks away, I had the chance to speak with the 3 Vienna mayoral candidates for the 2024 election season. Randy Rapp, Chad Emmerich, and Kim Williams. Current Mayor Randy Rapp has been involved with the city of Vienna for the past 20 years, from being the recorder to the mayor. Kim Williams is the current city councilwoman and is a director on the Vienna Utility Board. Chad Emmerich served 25 years in the United States Army and has been trained in leadership, budget management, and problem solving. So I asked each candidate what is something that is important to them that they would like to make happen if elected.
One issue I think that we really need to get started on is our infrastructure. We have infrastructure needs that have kind of been neglected for the last several years, and not only just water and sewer, but also our roads. I would like us to have more investment in paving and asphalting throughout the cities.
We've got so many projects that are in the works now. Obviously, I'd like to see the development of Spencer's Landing. We've been working on that for a long time. I'd also like to see the development of the industrial side at Johns Manville. But we also have a new elementary school coming now, and we've got the Information Technology Center that's coming, and those are both exciting.
One of the most important issues to me in Vienna is the people of Vienna itself. I want to ensure that every resident has access to good public services, that they have a safe, enjoyable environment in which to live, to raise a family, and to work. My first concern is taking care of the citizens of the great city of Vienna.
More information on each candidate can be found on our website at WTAP.com. In Vienna, I'm Haley Lanham with WTAP News.